WWE Survivor Series WarGames 2025 as AJ Lee taps out Becky Lynch. Good day, everyone, and welcome back to WWE Extreme, the home of high-voltage analysis, backstage drama, and insights sharper than a steel chair to the skull. Today, we are diving into the aftermath of one of the most talked-about matches in recent WWE history, Survivor Series WarGames 2025. Yes, that WarGames match where the unthinkable happened. AJ Lee tapping out Becky Lynch. And the WWE Universe has not stopped buzzing since. Before we jump in, make sure to subscribe and click that notifications bell icon. You do not want to miss a single backstage revelation, fan reaction, or storyline breakdown that we deliver with no filter and maximum intensity. Let us set the stage. Survivor Series WarGames is the kind of match where chaos is the main ingredient, and strategy is the seasoning that can make or break careers. Steel cages, multiple competitors, and the ticking clock of danger everywhere. It is the ultimate test of skill, endurance, and mental toughness. And this year, the match delivered on every level. Fans expected chaos, but few expected the drama that unfolded when AJ Lee, yes, the very same AJ Lee who retired years ago, stepped into the cage and forced a submission from Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch, a veteran of countless high-stakes matches, has built a reputation as the man. The wrestler who fights harder, hits harder, and carries herself with an integrity that commands respect. To see her tapped out by AJ Lee was a seismic shock. But let us unpack what actually happened and why this is not just a shocking moment, but a storyline masterstroke. AJ Lee's return was no casual cameo. She came back with purpose, intensity, and a strategic mind honed during her original run in WWE. AJ is known for exploiting openings, reading opponents like a chess master, and bringing an unpredictability to matches that leaves audiences on the edge of their seats. And in WarGames, AJ did exactly what she does best, capitalized on the chaos, turned moments of vulnerability into opportunities, and ultimately forced Becky Lynch to submit. Now, before anyone jumps on their keyboards, let us clarify. Yes, Becky did tap. And yes, it has left fans debating everything from storyline intentions to real-life backstage implications. But here's the fascinating part. This tap is layered. It is not just a loss, it is a statement. WWE has built an intricate narrative where AJ Lee's return is meant to shake the foundations of the women's division, and taking down the man in WarGames instantly raises stakes, credibility, and intrigue. It is storytelling that works on multiple levels. Fans online were split instantly. Some cheered AJ's victory as a triumphant return. Others were outraged that Becky, a powerhouse of skill and popularity, was defeated in such a manner. This polarity is exactly what WWE thrives on. Conversation, controversy, and a viral moment that has people talking for days. Becky Lynch tapping out is not the end. It is the catalyst for a flurry of storyline possibilities, backstage dynamics, and fan engagement. Let us talk about the match itself, because the action inside that steel cage was nothing short of brutal and breathtaking. WarGames is a test of every wrestler's physical and mental limits. Every brawl, climb, strike, and counter counts. Becky Lynch displayed her trademark resilience, executing moves with precision, commanding the ring, and battling not just AJ Lee, but the unpredictable environment of the match itself. The tension built incrementally, with fans reacting audibly to every near submission and dramatic sequence. AJ Lee, as the returning force, played her role to perfection. She used psychological warfare, agility, and submission expertise to keep Becky on the defensive. And in a climactic moment that had everyone holding their breath, AJ executed a perfectly timed move that left Becky with no choice but to tap. The arena erupted, shockwaves spread across social media, and suddenly, history had been rewritten in WarGames lore. Now, this is where the narrative brilliance comes in. By having AJ Lee tap out Becky Lynch, WWE achieves several things simultaneously. First, it reintroduces a beloved legend in a way that feels earned, not gimmicky. Second, it elevates AJ as a credible threat immediately, ensuring fans are invested in every subsequent appearance. And third, it challenges Becky Lynch, providing her with a new storyline arc focused on reclaiming her dominance, defending her legacy, and possibly addressing perceived injustices in WWE's authority structures. The fallout from this match is just as intriguing as the action inside the cage. Becky Lynch, known for her fiery personality and no-nonsense approach, is likely to respond in the weeks ahead with promos, interviews, and confrontations that address her submission directly. Expect sharp commentary, pointed questions, and a renewed focus on why the man's legacy should remain untarnished. This is where WWE Creative has an opportunity to craft a multi-layered feud that fans will debate, dissect, and cheer for months. Let's also consider the timing. Survivor Series WarGames 2025 sits perfectly in the WWE calendar, bridging the gap between the fall events and the road to the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania. Becky Lynch's tap and AJ Lee's return inject energy into storylines precisely when WWE needs it most, before the Rumble season, when stakes, rivalries, and audience anticipation reach a fever pitch. This is strategic storytelling, ensuring that fans remain engaged while providing WWE with narrative momentum heading into the new year. Now, think about the character dynamics. Becky Lynch is the seasoned, resilient veteran, while AJ Lee embodies a clever, opportunistic, and unpredictable force. Their clash is more than a match. It is a collision of philosophies and styles. Becky represents tenacity, honor, and endurance, whereas AJ represents cunning, agility, and an element of surprise. This contrast fuels the drama, makes the storytelling rich, and provides fans with clear motivations for each character. It is almost like a chess match wrapped in steel cages, punctuated by high-flying moves and physical brutality. The social media impact cannot be overstated. Clips of the submission, fan reactions, and backstage commentary have exploded across platforms. Memes, analysis videos, and debate threads are multiplying by the hour. WWE thrives on moments that spark conversation, and this tap-out scenario has created a perfect storm of engagement. Fans are debating whether it was a smart storytelling decision, whether it protects Becky's legacy, or whether AJ Lee's return could herald a longer-term shakeup of the women's division. The long-term implications are also fascinating. AJ Lee's return and victory may spark a feud that lasts for months, culminating at WrestleMania or other major events. Becky Lynch will be motivated to reclaim her dominance. AJ Lee will be positioned as a credible, dangerous opponent in the women's division beneath. Finally, let us consider the lasting impression. Becky Lynch tapping out does not diminish her legacy. It enhances it by adding complexity, drama, and an opportunity for redemption. AJ Lee's return and victory inject excitement into the division, challenge assumptions, and create storylines that are both emotionally compelling and athletically impressive. WWE has crafted a moment that will be remembered, dissected, and celebrated for months, blending spectacle, strategy, and star power into a single unforgettable match. Thank you for watching.